Hi everyone, I'm Jamie, this is Dead by Daylight, and today I wanted to show this game that I played a couple of days ago, I think. I'm not sure. But basically, what I want to talk about today is the matchmaking system. Because if you've been following the Dead by Daylight dev team's developer notes and stuff, they... Pardon me, I just ordered a coffee. They did loads of tests to find out what people thought about the matchmaking system. They did, all sorts of variables that I don't understand because I'm not a game developer. But they did all sorts. They tried widening the parameters, shortening them, shortening wait times, all sorts of stuff. And they have now apparently settled on something that they're testing fairly regularly. I'm guessing. I don't really know what they're doing, but it seems like they've settled on something that they're happy to test at the moment, because the matchmaking system is definitely different than it used to be. It's because before, with this MMR system, it was basically like I was getting pretty hard games, not necessarily poorly matched games, just hard games. I would have to try a fair amount in the games that I was getting. And while I still get games like that, probably every 5 games or something like that, a lot of my games are games like this one that I'm showing right here. In this game, it was very, very weird. They were very stealthy. For one, they were very stealthy. This Adam in particular, he switched to he switched to a stealth Adam at the last minute, and I can never find this guy. I can hear him, but I can't see him. You saw at the start of the game, how much I was struggling to find this guy. So this guy, weirdly enough, is probably the best player on the team, and he just pretty much hides the whole game and doesn't really do much. He just kind of hides. But most of them, like that Meg I chased just then, she ran to the corner of the map and just didn't really do anything. She ignored pallets. This Yui just does not want to save. I'm trying to get her to save before struggle. I back off so far because I want her to save before struggle, because I want this Meg to have a chance to actually play the video game. But then I go back over here because, yeah, I want this Adam. I want this Adam because I can never find this guy and I want him. So I'm now chasing this Adam. He camps Shack Pallet. I was kind of hoping he'd drop it because I had Endo Fury, but never mind, that's all fine. But basically, I want to, just talk during this video, because I do not know how I feel about this matchmaking system. Because, I am the kind of player, when I play video games, I tend to play them, at least for my first playthrough, I tend to play them on easy difficulty. Because, when I play games, I just wanna chill. I play video games to relax. They are one of my main sources of just a relaxing time. So I don't really want to be super stressed when I play video games, which is why I tend to play them on easy. Although I do like to be particularly engaged when I play multiplayer video games. So if I'm playing against other people, I do tend to want to be a bit more engaged than, if I'm playing against a CPU. But then, when I get really hard games in Dead by Daylight, I do tend to get very, very annoyed, because I can't really... I feel like sometimes I can't really do much of anything. So, yeah, I knew this video would be rambly. I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row. Because I do not know how I feel. And I'm trying to just, talk and hope that some of the words I say make sense in some way. But yeah, So like I don't really tend to like too much of a challenge when I play video games, but I do like to have somewhat of a challenge. I do like to be engaged. So like this game, the only thing in this game that was a challenge, the only thing that this game was challenging was my fucking eyesight, because I could not see these guys. Like, the main problem in this game was finding these guys. Once I found them, they were dead. Like, because they, like, it was very mismatched in terms of chase ability. Like, once I found them, they were essentially dead. But the problem was finding them. And that's basically the only challenge that I had in this game, was finding these guys. And I don't know how I feel about that in particular. Because that's just, yeah, I don't know. This is my problem. Like, I don't know what I want. And I think this is what a lot of the... I feel like I'm not alone in this, in just not knowing what I want. Because I don't want to get stomped every game by really good survivors, but I also don't want to, you know, beat on babies. So I'm guessing, like, I just want, you know, equal matchmaking. But, like, that is super hard to do in a game like this, because, you know, you can't always have equal matchmaking. You can't always have, like, it's super hard to tell what equals skill in this game, because this game has no win condition, really. This game's win condition is essentially just how many blood points you get, because like, the pipping system is bollocks. Escaping or dying is a rough indicator, but a lot of the time there are outliers, which, you know, makes it so it's really, really like a grey area of what, like the common example is you run the killer for 5 gens and then just die to no-ed, and, you know, that means that you were shit at the game, when that's not the case. But then again, that is an outlier. So I do think that escaping or dying is a better indicator of skill than the pipping system, but ultimately, like, I kind of wish, like, I've just talked myself back around to this now. It's like, I talked myself back around to thinking that the best indicator of skill in this game is how many blood points you get, which makes me think that they should go back to the old matchmaking system of rank-based matchmaking, but you go up in ranks based on how many blood points you get. Like, that's kind of what I'm leaning back towards. This Meg is just urban evading through the grass. I don't... There was somebody hiding in a locker from Feral Frenzy earlier. Like, I get that, like, that might not be perfect, but ultimately I think that's better than anything we've had since. Like, I can't, like, speak from direct experience because I didn't play the game back when we had Bloodpoint based ranking system. Oh, I've apparently got a notification on Discord. What? Wait, was that in the video? I don't know. I don't know if that was part of the video or if that just happened. I'm not sure. But, yeah. So, like, I can't speak from personal experience, but that, to me, sounds like a really good indicator of, like, how well you did. Because, like, if you notice, like, when, like, say you have a really good game as Survivor, or you have a really good game as Killer or whatever, it's mostly a game where you've got a fuck ton of blood points. Like, that just tends to happen. Like, if you play well in this game, you get a shit ton of blood points. And I feel like we should go back to that. Like, I don't know, but it can't just be a flat value. It can't just be a flat value, because oftentimes... I tried something stupid there. Like, oftentimes, if the survivors absolutely stomp the killer, like fucking murk them, like oftentimes the survivors will get like what 12,000 blood points each, and you know they'll just escape and it'll be like super short. Maybe you could have some sort of system where it's Bloodpoint based matchmaking, but it's like the longer the game goes on. I'm trying to think, like, say the game goes 5 minutes. Say the game goes 5 minutes. Then it would be blood points out of 15,000. So, say you got like 12,000 blood points, you would have a lot of blood points for a 5-minute match. Or something like that, and you would get 2 pips or something like that. And then if the game goes 15 minutes, it would be out of like 32,000. And, you know, if you get 25,000 blood points in a 15-minute match, then you double pip. I don't know, something like that. And then the matchmaking would go off ranks. And then, I don't know, it still resets monthly. I don't know. It's really tough. It's really fucking tough. Because, like, I don't want to get rid of the system that we have at the moment, where, you know, you get blood points per month depending on your rank. Like, I don't want to get rid of that because I really like that. But maybe they could add like another thing that's that, and then have 2 ranks, like the monthly rank and the matchmaking rank. And then the matchmaking rank increases off blood points. The other one uses the pipping system. Or I don't know. I'm really confused. I really don't know what to do about this, because I kind of want the old rank-based matchmaking. Really old, the really old one, like before the pipping system, because fuck the pipping system. That's a train wreck. Go off the Bloodpoint based matchmaking and rank based matchmaking, because I think in a list of basically like what we've had so far, I feel like that was the best one, and I'm not quite sure why they went to the pipping system. I guess because people could farm up their rank by just farming every game, but who would want to do that? Because that just gets them harder matches that they're not ready for. I guess that's their own fault. If people want to do that, then I don't know, because like I feel like what we've got now is not working for the majority of players. Like, it might work for, you know, like the big streamers who want like a more variety of game, because like if the big streamers play games that are equal to their level, they're just gonna get the hardest fucking games like every time. They're just gonna get the absolute hardest games, and that's not gonna be fun for the viewers or fun for them. So I get why they would want, you know, an end to MMR, because, you know, they're just going to get the hardest fuck matches every game. But then the rest of us, I don't know, we just get the most random fucking matchmaking, where we get like really hard matches sometimes, and then babies other times, and it's just all over the place. Like, Jesus Christ, I did not see her then. And it's just all over the place. So I don't think what we have right now is necessarily working. And also, if it keeps happening like this, where like, because I know killers that are way better than me. Like, I know a couple of killers that are way better than me, and they are getting matched against absolute babas, which, like, people that have like a couple of 100 hours in the game. And I don't think that's good for anyone, like, because if you put like really good killers against babies, that's just gonna make babies not want to play the game. Like, the babies are just gonna be sad, and they're just not gonna want to play the game, and that drives away new players. Like, but at the same time, you don't want to put the hard killers, like the good killers, in like really hard matches every game, because I know some people want that, but others don't. And it's just, I'm trying to make this video to, like, get my thoughts in a row about how I feel about matchmaking in this game, but I can't, because it's so difficult. Because some people, right, some people want hard as balls games. Some people want hard as balls games. I got pebbled to shit there. Some people want hard as balls games. Some people want easy chill games. Some people want even matchmaking. Some people want to be on babies. And it's just a constant spiral of, you know, some people want this, some people want this, some people want this, and we can't figure out what people want because everybody wants different things, and it's just completely insane. And it's an asymmetrical game anyway, which makes it super hard to figure out how to even do matchmaking, or what consists a win, or how you balance it. And I guess this person's got breakout. I honestly thought, like, I'm just gonna let her have this because she might have this, might have that pain in the arse challenge where you have to get somebody to wiggle off with breakout or whatever. I lose that Adam because I'm stupid. I hear him. I don't see him. I hear him, but I don't see him. This Adam was the bane of my existence, this game. I think he dropped down. Yeah, he's over there. He's off in the corner, I think. I'm going to get pebbled in a second. Yeah, there we go. He's in this corner, I think. I've got distracted by the game. So, yeah, because I don't want games like this every game. I don't want games like this every game. Like, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. This game has currently been going for like 17 minutes. There are still 2 people alive, and this is not good matchmaking. They've still got 4 gens left. I'm not a good killer. I'm alright. I'm average. But these guys, like those Megs, I'm pretty sure were brand new. I don't think the Yui has many hours either. I think the best player is Adam, and I think he's just memeing. Like, he's just like hiding in corners and throwing pebbles, and like dressed in complete stealth gear. Like, he's just a memer. And yeah, I don't really want games like this. You know, I'm just gonna like fast forward because a lot of this was just me like trying to find the Adam and losing the Adam and finding the Adam, and then we farm for a bit because I feel bad that they that they just got like nothing from that match. And then at the end here, I try to give this Huey Hatch. I find Hatch. I try to give her Hatch, and she just keeps disappearing. She just keeps absolutely vanishing, and I don't know where she is. And I'm trying to get her to go in the hatch, and I'm just looking at the hatch and trying to find it. She doesn't seem to understand that I'm giving her hatch. And this is another one of those situations where I feel like I'm going up against like somebody who is really new to the game, because she doesn't understand that I'm giving her hatch. She doesn't seem to hear the hatch. I find her, I try and get her into the hatch, and like I'm trying to shepherd her to the hatch. I'm right behind her, but I'm not hitting her. I'm trying to like get her to go in the hatch. The hatch is right there. Go on, go in it. And she gets spooked by the fact that I swing my weapon. She runs right past me and goes this way, and I don't know what's happening, and I'm very, very confused. It's just a time. It's just a time, is what it is. It is a time. She finally goes in the hatch. But yeah, honestly, my conclusion is Bloodpoint based, rank based matchmaking. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.